to talk about what inspired me to be in tech. Not just me, even my friends want to show what inspired them to be in tech. In my life, everything was going in a flow until I did my bachelor's in computer science. Because until then, my parents were deciding what I should study and what I should not study. For them, computer science really felt good because we can have stable careers and good jobs. And it was when I was doing my master's in computer science, I realized the importance of tech. That's because I was doing small projects like network router, spell checker, database sampler, and all those things. So when I started doing these projects, finishing the projects one by one, and then when I saw that these are being implemented in the real life, that really gave me the excitement to be in tech and then do more and more. In this tech industry, so that's what really inspired me. And as you all know, there tech industry is constantly changing, and that actually I think is a good opportunity to learn new things. And when you are learning new things, it keeps you updated, and then you can really explore more and more and be on top. So that is one more thing which I really like when I say that I am in tech. So even several of my friends feel the same. They have their own stories to tell as to what inspired them to be in tech. And for me, as a woman, I feel the important things which are good to be in tech are I am financially independent. I have an upscale lifestyle, and I have good respect in the society because of the tech industry and because I'm able to keep up with the constant changes. And also sometimes I feel that I'm being a role model to my daughter, and that I want her to be in tech and learn all these good things about being in technology. Apart from that, I really learned how to prioritize on task. Again, thanks to the ever-changing technology, it helps me to keep in touch with the latest trends. And also, my parents are really happy with the way I'm taking with this technological challenges. They really feel no difference between a male child and a female child, and they're really proud of me right now. Okay, so now let's see what inspired my friends to be in tech. So I have a bunch of friends who really like to be in tech, and we are all like-minded people. And so I'll go over one by one. So first up we have my friend Chitra. She has 8 years of experience in tech industry. She enjoys her personal life by traveling and exploring India. She attributes her lifestyle to tech industry, which is making it possible for her to enjoy the best of both worlds.
Being in technology has a lot of advantages by itself. First of all, anything that comes before in the market, you get to know. You have your hands on the latest technology, and you are the one who are going to teach a lot of people about what is latest in the market. It could be even just in your home. You could be teaching your mom or your dad how to use the banking facility available in your phone, or how to just shop on the go on your phone. So all these things you get to know because you are in this field and in this technology, keeping yourself updated. And the second big thing is you get to network with a lot of like-minded people. You attend different technology conferences. You get to randomly meet people. You can always say, I'm going to teach this, come and learn. Or I can say meetups where somebody would say, I want to learn, and you can always go and learn. Whereas if you are in another industry, it's kind of you are in a shell. Like you say you want to be in a banking thing or a teacher, your scope gets limited. But when you are in a technology, I have been shifting gears between being a qualification verifier to a storage domain expert to a server virtualization expert. So it's very easy to switch gears also when you are in technology, and it gives you a lot of independence also as a woman. um, the dependency that you have on people at home or people at with your friends or everything, the dependency gets cut down because you know how to access things at your fingertips, and you know how to get things done more. You are financially independent. You get to travel more, be it going and meeting your customers or releasing a product or anything. You get to travel more, you get to be financially independent. So, and you have a good life balance also. The work-life balance is much better in this industry. Um, so it's not like the yesteryears where things are very tough and all that. We have very good policies also this year. So it's much better to be in this happening industry than to be on any other front. Um, I I had this interest to take computer engineering right from my academic years, but it is only after taking up the job the interest turned into a passion. When I joined IT industry or this into the software industry, it wasn't many years ago, but still it was like a team full of men, and it would be just a couple of women in the floor, and that itself made me feel like, okay, I have entered an industry where there are not many women present, and I have to make a footprint in this industry and do something for this technology as a woman. And it is one vast area where you can either make things as well as break things. You can write in codes and codes of line and make new products, um, give it out in the market, see how it is impacting the whole industry, and you get to interact with customers and all that. On the other hand, you can just take a product, break it, hack it, find the loopholes in it. All those kind of things also you can do. So it's not always that you have to be comfortable giving lines of code. You can be a technical writer, you can be a qualification expert, or you can also be just a solution consultant, or you can be designing data centers, you can be building clouds. You have so many diverse options in this field. It is that you can actually choose from. So um, if I am this smart, independent woman that I am in this as of now today, I owe it all to be as a woman in technology. That is what has brought me to be this independent woman as of today.
And next we have Shamlini. She has 9 years of experience. She is very enthusiastic in learning things out of her comfort zone. It's her passion to enter new arenas and ride along the changing tech wave.
Information technology, the fastest growing industry in the world, provides the opportunity to be part of the field that is changing the way we work and live. Most inspiring reasons for me to select IT as my career are diversity in profession, learning something new, and the innovation. Diversity in profession provides me enormous opportunities to be in the field which best suits my talent and interest. Since I am always passionate towards learning new things, IT is best career for me which provides all possible options to be in continuous learning path. Innovation encourages me to think beyond the horizon and motivated me to be part of IT that needs innovation in way we can think it can be. So what made me inspired to come into select computer science or science as my career, right, and in my path. So there is some lines which actually inspired me a lot to be in computer science. There is no greater pleasure in life than doing something people say you can't do. My inspiration to study computer science was nurtured by this line. Starting from childhood, I had the passion to play with any electronics devices, to open it up, to know what component it contains. To quote one incident here, I had received one wristwatch on the occasion of my birthday. I started dismantling the watch and putting it back once I was done with it. But to my surprise, it never worked. I was told by others that you can't fix it. You should study engineering to know how to make it work. Since then, I had been keen to gain deeper knowledge of internals of technologies and gadgets we use in day-to-day life. I was very fond of science from my school days, which introduced me in the theoretical knowledge of how stuff works. When I enrolled to engineering and I started learning C programming, I was so excited to solve all the programmings learned in operation research classes. I decided to pursue my career in IT after successful completing my final year project on Indian Oil Corporation, which further boosted my confidence for implementing the real life solutions. I wish that in future, women stop referring to themselves as the only woman in their physics lab or only one of few in top leaderships.
And then we have Sarishma, who has 6 years of experience in tech, and she has a very interesting perspective. She took 3 years of career break when her child was born, and she has two children now. And it's her dedication and love towards technology that made it possible for her to join back work. She is a perfect role model and a perfect example for me.
After working 1.5 years in the industry, like where I felt like, is it like really I can get into? Is it because it's not easy to get into? Don't think it's very easy to be into the tech industry. I have to really work hard to get into the tech industry. So, but because of my hard work, I could made it to, I could take the second chance to be into the tech industry, where I got a great welcome. Like I got great help from my colleagues. Like after 3 years of long gap, then I have like pursued other technology which I am not doing before. But with the great help from my all my colleagues and the team members, like they gave a great help. Here I can see the teamwork is very good. Actually, everyone tends to help, and there is no point of hesitation. There is nothing of jealousy. All these things doesn't come in this kind of industry where we see a lot of politics involved. There this politics, it is there, but not of much visibility in compared to other industries. So like as a woman, I feel like most of the ladies like can take this as a profession, because I feel they have more sophisticated lifestyle, and you can meet the like people who behaves very professionally at all the levels. And nothing else is required in this industry other than your passion and dedication towards your work, and interest in learning the new technology. There is no boundaries in learning in this industry, like where like the company supports you at all the levels. If you feel you are lagging at one level at your skills, so you get the trainings to.
And next we have Chetna. She has 6 years of experience in tech industry. According to her, the challenges in exploring new things excites her and roots her to stay abreast of technology.
uh, the woman in technology is more of like what you dream you achieve it. Come on, it's like you want to see a reality. All everything is virtual in this world. You say email has come into your inbox. You say money has been transferred to your account. You say this ad, I want to buy this. So how it happens? Everything has to be virtual. Everything is virtual for you. You have to get into it to see what is the real thing, how it has been implemented. Every small instance is a complex problem. Solving a complex problem was really a trick for me. So am in IT now. The journey started so far. When I was doing my masters, I thought that what is this complex problem? A simple thing, a mail, you received you received a mail in your inbox. How did it come? So that was a complex problem that I was trying to solve. I got a chance working in AOL, and that too I was part of an AOL mail architecture. So I got to know what is the architecture that have been used, what technology goes into place, how it has been calculated on a basis like where my data is storing. Then I was part of a team called as anti-spam algorithms, where we were designing an algorithm basically to segregate the mails, which is your good mail and what is your bad mail and all. That was a real challenging thing. We had read about so many things in our master saying pulse rating, virtual graphs and all. I wanted to see how it has been really applied on like in a real time basis. That I got a chance in there where we did a monitoring basically like how our data has been mapped and how it has been seen. Then my journey when AOL was for 4.5 years, then moving on to a PayPal where the payments domain. This is something really tricky. Everybody will be bothered when our money don't credit. Like money is everything. When our money don't credit to your account or wherever if you have gone for. So here a bigger architecture was given. Basically everything I got to see how a small problem for a outside world is so complex to solve in the IT. And in IT, it's so big. The architecture is so big, and the technologies are outspanning. Each day is evolving with one or new technologies. Awesome to be in this place. Then came to my journey of virtualization, real virtual thing now. See, we see for our outside world it's a virtual, and now inside itself we have a virtualization. Superb! It's a good experience so far. And virtualization is more about your storage, more about your some system which you don't even see, but everything is working all right. So that's a great thing. The journey is going on really well, and I would aspire everyone to dream about it. Once you dream, please achieve it, because it's not about only you being a dreaming. You even change so many lives and so many complex problems you will be solving. It's one of the biggest evolving evolution, I would say. So each day in the IT is a great day for so far.
Okay. And lastly, we have Shweta, who happened to stumble upon tech industry due to peer pressure, but then she embraced it and she's enjoying it more than ever.
Initially, I never had thoughts of getting into IT field at all. But then it all started with the peer pressure. The peer here I'm referring to is my cousin. She got into her engineering and then got into an IT company, and that's when it all started home saying that you have to get into engineering and get into an IT field, and that's the way it is for you. But then I didn't believe back then that if that was the right thing to do. But then I was not very sure that what should I pick up and things like that. So I just went with whatever was being told, and I pretty much scored well in my PUC and got into. I was quite eligible to get into an engineering college, and studying came quite naturally to me. So I got into engineering college and scored pretty well in during my exams, and then finished my engineering as well. But I was still not sure should I get into IT field even after such rigorous education. But then the best thing that has happened to me after engineering is getting into this company called as VMware. And I've been sticking to VMware for the past 8+ years. So just imagine, I was not very sure even on should I get into IT. And then if you think of it, that I've been working with VMware for like 8+ years, I think that will kind of tell you how well it would have inspired me to stick to the IT field. So when I joined when I joined VMware back then, we were the leaders in virtualization. Even now we are. So the kind of solutions they provided and the technology they delivered to the customers were amazing. I was stunned by it because I was just a fresher and out of college, and you say virtualization, VM, and things like that. It was really fascinating. Even today, I get fascinated with these terms as well. So I think getting into VMware as a company itself kind of motivated me to stick to IT field in first place. And the challenges we face day in and day out working here, I think that gets me going, because I'm a kind of person who gets bored pretty quickly. So I don't want to stick on to something which is like monotonous and you just get it done and stuff like that. For the kind of work we have here and the kind of solutions we deliver to the customers, I think that what keeps me going.
So my video features women from different age groups and different personal lives. I talked about single women, married women, women with kids, and the person who has taken career break as well. Technology appealed to all of us, and we like-minded people became friends forever. We constantly talk about the challenges in the personal life as well as in the professional life. So we try to overcome it. Each other's perspective shows us that there is light and at the other end of the tunnel. We, we are women in tech, and we are happy more than ever. Thank you.